Okay, so welcome guys to Cabo Pulmo. This is Cabo Pulmo Beach Resort where you guys can come out here and dive, also snorkel. So we have lots of trips, lots of exciting things that and activities that you can do here.
That first dive, I'll never forget. That was really cool. It was a shallow reef dive, but there was a part of the reef where it was just like a huge tunnel in the rock, and we just got to swim through, which I'm sure to regular divers or people who have experience, it's not a big deal. But for me, it's like basically my first dive. This was like, I'm like cavern diving. This is the coolest thing, you know. But it was really, really cool. We did 2 reef dives, we did a drift dive, and then we did a shipwreck dive, a shark dive.
Cool.
1, 2, 3.
Jesse was able to go on a dive simply because we were there and we overheard them saying that they had an extra seat. Jesse was like, my butt will fill that seat. I will go on that dive.
I got gear. We've been lugging
and
our
they were
dive
like,
gear.
yeah, no problem, come on. And it was just an opportunity. It was because we were there.
It's like, I didn't bring my dive gear all the way through Baja Mexico not to use it. I'm taking it out.
All right, so it's very windy. You probably can't hear me, but in a quick change of plans, Jenny's done her 4 dives. She doesn't have to go diving today, which means I get to go dive in her place. So Jared, Alfredo, myself, and I think some other folks are gonna hop aboard Cabo Pulmo number 3 here. And we're gonna go out maybe to the caves and maybe to the sea lions. Anyways, we're excited. So she got to see cool stuff yesterday, and today I'm bringing the GoPro and show you guys what all's down there underneath the Sea of Cabo Pulmo.
With high winds and high seas, the dive shop wasn't sure if we were able to dive, but they figured we'd go out to a certain spot that had some wind protection and see if we're able to get down and find some clear water. Baja Pulmo is the oldest of only 3 coral reefs on North America's west coast. At 20,000 years old, it is the northernmost coral reef in the Pacific Ocean, and it sure was nice to get out of that rough water in the boat and down into the sea. That afternoon, heading back to the dive shop, the wind and waves had calmed down substantially, and everyone was in great spirits because we had found some clear water, some incredible sea life, and amazing scenery. It's safe to say that everybody was pretty darn happy. So after all that work, all that diving, how was it getting your check off?
You know what's funny is I think the hardest part of getting my dive certification was, what was it, the 100 yards? 200 yards swim, which Jared and I, it was funny, Alfredo, the dive instructor, was like, okay, you have a 200-yard swim that you have to do. And we're like, oh, no big deal. So we both jumped in the water and he's like, give me your flippers. You're like, and so now we're just kind of treading water, definitely feeling like we're surrounded by sharks at this point. And they back up the boat, and he's like, okay, swim until I tell you to stop. And I remember being like, Jared, you're on the outside. And then just swimming parallel to shore until we feel like we're gonna pass out. And I'm just like, all right, you losers, you made it 200 yards without drowning. I'll sign you off now. That was the hardest part. That was great, because then we climbed on the boat, and
You're official?
we were official, PADI certified official divers.
Is that cool is it a cool feeling to kind of have that checked off?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, we're on this, we were the only people, it was this really cool little
Bay area?
beach area where a lot of the fishermen go. That's where we did our final swim. And Tucker and Jesse were on the beach, and so we're just kind of hanging out as the boat putters in, and then we get up on shore, and you're like, holy cow, like, this is so cool. We're in Mexico. We just got our dive certification. We got our families on the beach. It was a good feeling.
Pretty cool.
I just finished my open water scuba certification. Woo! Finally. Cabo Pulmo is called the Aquarium of the World, so it was super cool to be able to be certified here. And these are some photos of just some of the marine life that we had a chance to see. We definitely didn't see any whales. We were a bit too late for the whale season, but I did get to see an eel, and I saw a turtle, and I saw pretty much all of these fish, including the ray there at the top. I really wanted to see a devil ray. I didn't get to see any, but did see a few stingrays, which was pretty neat in itself. I mentioned when we got a chance to swim with the whale sharks that I have this weird fascination with them. And so Alfredo was saying that when I got a chance to dive the shipwreck that we'd probably see a bunch of bull sharks, and I was super sketched out. I was really excited, but also kind of nervous. You know, I've never been that close to a shark. So we dived down, and the visibility was really bad, and we saw the tail fin of two of these guys, two bull sharks. And after seeing just the fin swim away, just the tail fin, I was like actively looking for them. I really wanted to see a shark, which is a weird sensation for me, but didn't get to see any up close, just the tail fin as it swam away.
Right there. We saw that guy.
Crown of thorns, starfish. We have been members of FMCA for going on 3 years now, and they have a ton of resources for RVers.
They offer services such as FMC Assist, RV Wi-Fi, FMCA University, and they even have a monthly RV magazine, which this RV was featured in for our trip through Baja, which is pretty cool.
You can check out FMCA and also get things like free travel guides, checklists, discounts, promotions by clicking this link here. Some of the specials like that free travel guide are only available for a limited time, so make sure you check it out and get yours while they're available.
You can find some of our earlier Baja videos over here. The next video in this series is right here. You can find out more information on our website as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.